I don't know if you've ever been to an English pub, but on the bar they have those little tiny pickled onions that really taste great on a sandwich. I myself love to have them as an accompaniment to beef roast or pork tenderloin. Well, today I'm canning up some, and it's in this well-preserved book, and it's by Dragan. And we are making the recipe. Let's see here. It is Michael's Pickled Onions. Now, when I first made this recipe, I had some problems. Number one, it asked for 3 pounds of shallots or small onions, and I could only find 1 pound of pearled onions in the store. So I had to cut the recipe. But what I noticed is they really didn't have enough of the fluid for the canning. So I've changed the recipe, and I'll put it down in the About section so you too can can Michael's Pickled Onions. Now for the first step, you gotta really do this the night before you're going to can the onions. You're going to need your onions. I couldn't find shallots, but I got these cute little pearl onions. And you need pickling salt and water. And of course, you're gonna have to peel all those onions. So you have all these little onions, and how are you gonna peel them? Well, I boil them for a minute, then run a lot of cold water over them. Then I just cut off this end here. And then I just push. There it goes. See how easy? We'll do one more. So you cut off the end. This is, you know, the end that was growing in the ground. Then we just push. There we go. And there you have it. So now we're just going to pour in our water and our pickling salt. And you might ask, what is pickling salt? Well, it's merely salt without really finely ground, and it doesn't have the clotting agent. Now you're just going to want to keep on stirring until all the salt is absorbed. About halfway there. Just a little tiny bit left. We got it. Now you're going to pour in your onions. Okay, so we've added the onions, stirred them up. Now we're going to cover it and refrigerate it overnight. And if you want to, you can stir it a couple times. Your onions have soaked overnight. Now you have to drain them. And you're going to want to wash several times, because we want to get that salt off or it will be too salty. In the pot, we have 1 cup cider vinegar, 1 1/4 cups malt vinegar, and 6 teaspoons of brown sugar. Our spices are 1 teaspoon whole peppercorns, 1 teaspoon allspice berries, and 1 teaspoon mustard seed, 1/2 teaspoon dried chili flakes, and about a 1/2 inch slice fresh peeled ginger. And that's it. And then we're going to make up our little spice packet. Okay, let's put our ginger and our spices on our cheesecloth. And we're just going to make a little bundle, twist, tie it up with some twine. And we're just going to stick it in that pot. Now we're just putting this over a burner. And we're going to wait until this comes to a boil. And then we're going to simmer it for 5 minutes. So the simmered for 5 minutes, and I brought it back now to a boil because I'm adding the onions. See, the spice by egg is still in there and it's almost returning to a boil. Now it's time to fill our jars with the onions. You want a slotted spoon for this. I'll be back when I got the jars filled. You're going to want to discard this, but let all the juice drain out first. And yes, that is hot. So we got the jars filled. Now we're just going to put in some of the liquid. So of course you want to check for air spaces. And then you're going to put your lids on. Your liquid can be 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch from the top. And you're going to place your rings on, finger tight. Oops. We're going to place this now in our canner, our water bath canner, and the water is boiling. So you can see the jars are in there. Now I'm going to put the lid on and we're going to get to a rolling boil, and we're going to boil it for 10 minutes. There we have it, the fruits of our labor. 6 little jelly jars of Michael's pickled onions. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's water bath canning video, and you too make some Michael's pickled onions. As always, please share the knowledge, subscribe, and thumbs up if you like this video.